Hello and welcome to Business Connect's Indo-global entrepreneurship conclave 2022. This is Kajal Dobhal and today we have a special guest with us, Mr. Vikas from Ashwa Solutions. So, Mr. Vikas, I would like to know firstly I would like to know your whole reaction to this conclave. How are you feeling? And yeah, please, firstly.
So I'm feeling it's a fabulous conclave, and I'm glad that I'm invited here, and I'm here to listen to so many dignitaries, and all the sessions are of the world class quality, I would say.
Okay, that's great to know. And I got to know that you are about to bag an award today. So, how are you feeling? Are you excited?
Excited and look forward.
Okay, that's great. That's great to know. So, firstly, Mr. Vikas, I would like you to share a brief of the company, its services, and the USP, so that our global audience could get to know about it. Because this is the best platform to, promote your services and your products, right? Please continue.
So I'm the founder CEO of ER Automotive Pvt Limited. We are into the assembling and manufacturing of electric two-wheeler and three-wheelers. From three perspective, we are the country's largest EV manufacturing company. We have a dealer distributor network of 1000 plus across 28 states and union territories. There is a unique proposition that we offer, which is called a co-assembly unit, wherein we give an opportunity to anybody who is interested in setting up a unit with us for the manufacturing of vehicle. So far we have set up 26 such units at 16 states, and we are in the process of setting up more such units. By the end of September, we will have about 50 plus assembly units situated at nearly every part of the country.
That's great to know. So, apart from this, Mr. Vikas, as you're attending this whole conclave, so what is your call into this whole pandemic situation? Like from past 2 years, businesses have been hit really hard, and businesses have faced loss and every sort of challenges. So, what's your take on that? How would you like? Do you believe that the situation is improving? What are your thoughts into this?
Okay, so I would start with the situation when the first lockdown started. So during the first lockdown, we utilized the entire of the management team of ER Automotive, utilized the time that we got because of the lockdown into strategizing as to how we can take the next leap step, and it has resulted immense in our favor, in the sense that we have grown about 16 times every year in last 2 years after the pandemic has happened. And then the other thing which I would like to say is that industry is picking up, there is no doubt in that, but electric vehicle industry has been fortunate in particularly the two-wheeler industry to get very good momentum even during the immediately after the first lockdown. There were two reasons behind it. The reason one was petrol and diesel rates got hiked to a great extent. The other reason was people were a little hesitant in traveling to a public transport mode, and hence the best solution available to them was an electric vehicle, particularly a two-wheeler. And during that period, we have done a booming sale over last 2 years.
Okay, that's great to know. So, Mr. Vikas, proceeding ahead, my friend Sunny has a few questions to ask you, and so I'll be providing him with the mic. Please.
Yes. Sir, you just mentioned that oil price have increased drastically, and I'm sure that the recent war that happened between the Ukraine and Russia might also a stumbling block in the business. So, what do you have anything to share that the company did, which helped your business to continue further to flourish?
Sure. So as I mentioned, during the first lockdown, we utilized that time to strategize as to what needs to be done, and during that period we we basically utilized our time to write down all the SOPs, all the processes, all the strategies that we could follow in a time which nobody has seen earlier before. So that was one thing that we did. The other thing we did was to retain all the staff. We have not let anybody in the organization leave the organization, and we continue to retain them, and that has resulted very well in favor of the organization, because those resources were more committed, more considerate about the organization after the pandemic impact was over. And then so the retention ratio in Ashwa is nearly about 90%, even as of now, and I think that's the result of we retaining the resources during a difficult time when they were actually needing our help.
Yes. So low attrition rate is also, another strategy, another way of looking at the business, because it's very important, because the people working for the organization is very much with the organization, and they are the people who lead the organization. We have many audience who are entrepreneurs themselves, like you are, and since you are a great personality, they would like to know some mantras, if you have, like success mantra, they would like to listen from you, sir.
Sure. So consistency as well as lead from the front is the mantra which I would like to give to anybody who is actually looking for a mantra. See, if you keep on consistently looking for new and new ways as to how you can overcome the problems that you are facing currently, I think there is a way out for every problem. That is one. And if you want people to follow you, when you are on the top of the ladder of the organization, people look at you as a inspiration, as a example, and you will have to lead from the front. You can't sit back and simply order people to work for you. You will have to lead from the front. That is the mantra which I would like to say.
Thank you. It's quite inspiring. Thank you, Sunny, for the questions. And I personally believe that this whole conversation is very much, motivational for our global audience who are aspiring to become entrepreneurs. Okay, so let's see. Let's see the feedback form and about this whole conversation. So, Mr. Vikas, due to time constraint, we won't be able to proceed ahead with the conversation. But so it's the time to put an end to this conversation. But before going, I would like you to share any feedback for us. Okay, for the conclave, like anything that you would like to be conveyed in this.
So I think the feedback is very positive. The conclave is going great, and I'm really enjoying participating in the conclave.
That's great to know. So thank you very much for your precious time. It was a nice pleasure to meeting you. Thank you. Thank you.